Hello and welcome. Welcome to the Cake Business Show, and I'm Rotimi Cake Lady, your cake business coach and fairy that helps you bakers, hobby bakers, cake enthusiasts, or anybody who just loves cake. And I teach you through online courses how to have a profitable and successful cake business. So welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you are here. And again, I am here to teach you give you some quick cake business tips to help your business grow, to expand, for you to, enable you to make money in your business. So let's just get started. Now, in today's topics, it's quite an interesting one because it's how to get people to buy your cakes. Because we need customers, we need people to buy our cakes. That is how we make a living. I mean, that is how we make to make our money. So how do you get people to buy your cakes? I talk about marketing and all. So I just want to, because it's like a psychological trigger. There's something psychological that you can do to that you can fine tune your marketing campaign to just to entice that special customer to actually buy from you. So in order for your cake business to thrive, to grow, you need to find the right customers for your business. You need to find the right people who want to pay the right price for your business. So selling to the right people or to the appropriate customers may be obvious, but like many cake business owners struggle to find the right way to convert people who you meet, you tell them about your business, or who call you to make an inquiry. How do you convert them from just making an inquiry to actually them passing their money to actually be a customer, or you giving them their business cards, or just to, how do you convert potential customers to actually be paying customers? So you have to identify customers' buying habits, and this is an essential part of your marketing and growing your business. So how do you figure out why customers buy your cakes? Well, in this lesson, as I said, is to explain customers' buying habits, to help you figure out why people, buy cakes first, and how you can get them to, to buy your delicious, creations. So like when you now examine or why do some research about why customers, buy cakes, you'll be able to have a better understanding of what your ideal customer is thinking, and able to build your marketing plan and business strategy in order to tap into that buying habits of your target customer, which will eventually make them buy from you and drive more sales. So you're now saying, okay, now I know this, how do I do this? You have to know how to make them buy from you. Now, there's a psychology in all this, and you are thinking over the psychology you have to do with marketing and get people to order from you. Well, yes, the psychology in this is they call it marketing triggers, and and I'll tell you, and when I now tell you about some emotional marketing triggers, you will now know what I'm talking about. So, what are the emotional marketing triggers that determines why we buy cakes? Like, because marketing triggers are important because they make people buy. Then, because once you know what triggers people to make them want to buy your cakes, then you can now fine tune your advertising and marketing strategy so that you can get more sales and you can get more eager people to buy your cakes. So if you understand like the emotional reason why your customers buy cakes, then as I said before, you can you can now trigger your advertisements. You can now trigger the way you talk, the way you speak, the way you market your cakes to those people. So when they hear that trigger, when you know the trigger that makes them people buy your cakes, you can use it all the time, and that will now make them want to buy your cakes. So one emotional trigger that is good is love. I mean, who doesn't want to be loved? I mean, what do customers love? I mean, people. What do people love? People love their family, their children, their business, their career, their culture, hobbies, books, personal time. People love different things. Okay, so do they buy from you for one do they buy from you for one of these loves? If so, I mean, you can use love to encourage others with the same love. Like, love is a very powerful emotion. We do strange things when we're in love. People like to shower their loved one, whether it's their husband, their wives, their girlfriend, boyfriends, your children, with beautiful things, with beautiful and expensive gifts. So you can use love to sell your cake. So you can use the emotion. emotional trigger of love, like maybe doing birthdays, Val's Day, things like you can use things like, oh, love, do you really love your girlfriend? Do you really love your boyfriend? Oh, show your love by show your love by giving your loved one this cake. So if you use words like that, so it shows it's an emotional trigger to be like, oh, okay. How if it's like, there are all these adverts that, oh, show your love by something. So you can do that for your kids, that show your love by giving that special person this something cake. Then you just describe the cake very enticing. So things like that. All that is all to trigger an emotion that, oh, okay, um, how can I show love to my loved one? Maybe I can show love to them by giving them a cake, or giving them maybe a cake basket or a pastry basket. Another emotional trigger that you can use is that, okay, people like to show off. Yes, we all want to be humble, but sometimes people just like to be show off, and that one can be good for your business. So if you are one that does elaborate cakes, that do ostentatious cakes, you do, big tiered cakes, and all these cakes that that are quite, that maybe the average baker or an amateur baker is not able to create. You can use that because people like to show off. They like to show off their wealth. They like to show off their home. Or if it's like their child's birthday, they want to show off like a more elaborate cakes. For first birthday cakes, first birthday cakes, you see all the designs that they do. So if you have that sort of customer, if you want to tap into that type of market, all you have to do is just to do extraordinary and elaborate cakes that no one else does, and then you sell it to those people that, and then so your marketing campaign, you show them your elaborate and your grand cake, and you say, oh, do you want, and then you use words that, okay, do you want to show up, do you want to show people that you are the talk of the town, do you want to show people that, yes, they are the one to that you're the one to beat, so you just use words that will trigger. And if it's that sort of person that, oh, wants to show off that, oh, yes, they have money, they have this, that they're able to order a cake that no one has ever done, then you have tapped in. That is a trigger, and you can use that in your emotional campaign to sell to those sorts of people. Another emotional trigger that you can use is guilt, and you'll be like, okay, what does guilt have to do with emotional trigger? Yes, often you may not know why people buy gifts. I mean, why do maybe men, give maybe their wives an expensive jewelry, or buy them a car or things like that? Was it love, or maybe it's guilt? So guilt may be the real reason maybe people spend a lot of money on a gift for maybe their loved one, maybe because they have not spent a lot of time with their children, so they'll buy them, give them money, they'll buy their gifts, or maybe they have done something bad, so it's guilt that will make them to buy gifts. So you can tap into that trigger of the emotional trigger of guilt to motivate people to buy cakes from you. So how can you use guilt to sell your cakes? Like maybe if you say something in your marketing campaign like, oh, when was the last time you bought your precious wife or maybe your mom a gift, someone who has loved you, has not and nurtured you, things like that. So then buy them like maybe a Mother's Day gift, or things like that, or buy them this lovely cake just to, so you can use that. You can use words like, that shows guilt. That, that, oh, have you? When was the last time you spent time with your wife? If you can't, why don't you send her this lovely? Why don't you send this lovely chocolate cake covered with roses and blah blah blah? Things like that. So I've given you three emotional triggers that you can do and tap into that you can use in your marketing strategy, that you can use to sell case like love. I talked about love. You can use love. People love, so you can say, oh, show love by whatever, by giving them this case to show off. People who want to show off, so tell people you're the talk of the town by giving them this, something cake. Or guilt, when was the last time you showed love to your wife? When was the last time you showed love to your children? Why don't you give them this? Why don't you surprise them lovely with this lovely cake? So, these are emotional triggers that you can use, because it's all about words. Because we do not buy on logic, we buy by the emotions, by what we feel. So if you're able to tap into that emotional trigger, like love, greed, or guilt and things like that, then you're able to inspire something in your customer to say, oh, to say, oh yes, maybe I should buy a gift for that person. Now there are lots of other emotional triggers like maybe fear, greed, pride, things like that. But they may not really relate to selling cakes. So marketing is only effective if you sell the right people, and if you can identify and know what influence people's buying decisions, then you can leverage those factors to reach more people. So once you're able to understand these triggers and these psychological triggers that can make people to buy, you'll be more successful when you're marketing and able to, so when you're talking to your customer, you can now use some words that will make them say that, oh, okay, let me buy a cake. And then you are able to sell to more potential customers, and those potential customers will now more convert to actual customers. So that is it. So I hope that you have please learned some cake business tips on what you can use to get people to buy from you. As I said before, my name is Rotimi Cake Lady, and I teach bakers through online courses how to have a successful and profitable cake business. If you want to find out more about me, you can find me on www.bakingbusinesschool.com.ng, where I have a resource library that is reachable 24/7, where you can get free courses, paid courses, all what you need in order to start your cake business, to know how to market your cake business, how to brand your cake, how to price your goods. So check out my website. I also run a Facebook group page, which is called Cake Business Owners Club, and where every day I coach, I give tips and support on. I give you ideas on what you can do, to build, to get more customers and to build a more profitable cake business. So that is it for me today. So I hope you have learned a lot. Please share if this video was beneficial for you. Please share to your other baker friends, because it's not good to hoard knowledge. I'm not hoarding my knowledge. I am sharing it with you guys for you to learn, and for you to learn, and so you can apply it to your cake business. So just share this video. You never know where it can go. You may go to someone who really needs it. So thank you for watching, and I will see you real soon. Bye for now.